Evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. It is I, Dr. Lene Javette. And this is not my podcast, which is usually when you see me for my podcast. This is not my podcast. This is me coming to you, telling you about an amazing opportunity for Black women. I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago on my podcast. And I had told Jen that please come back before the actual Black Women record takes place because I want to do anything, everything, and all that I can to make sure that this is a successful event. And so it's the Black Women record, right? Takes place on this coming Friday, September
That's
8th.
right.
So I
Right.
wanted to come back and do what I keep my word, do what I said I was going to do, which is just do a final push conversation around Black Women record. And so, Jen, can you introduce yourself and then just also talk about what it is that you're doing so that we can try to get these numbers up so we can try to recognize these Black women and bring some notoriety to who we are and what we do as Black women. So go ahead, you have the floor. Introduce yourself and then talk about what Black Women record is.
Yes, yes. First of all, I want to thank you, Dr. Lene, because you have been such a beautiful supporter of this movement from the beginning. And, just the invitation to be on your platform made a huge difference in the number of people who have signed up and the number of people um, who have seen and heard about Black Women World Records. So I just want to give you your flowers first
Oh, thank
because
you.
you've really been an amazing supporter. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And like Dr. Lene said, I am Jen Franks Alhaghotu, and I am leading the Black Women World Record movement. It is the only movement that is highlighting the academic achievements of Black women. So, what we are doing is this Friday, which I can't even believe that is literally 2 days from now,
I know.
Black women from around the world are going to be sharing, and what we're going to be doing is uploading pictures of ourselves with our graduation certificates. So that is anything from high school, your GED, your associate's degree, your professional certification, your undergraduate degree, your graduate work, just all of it. We're celebrating all of that. And we're going to be uploading pictures of ourselves with our graduation certificates to social media in order to go viral online. And I actually just got out of our final meeting because the women who have signed on for this project, we meet every week. And I just got off like the most emotional and joyful meeting of the women who are already participating in this. And I just want to tell you that this is going to be an incredible moment, and who's been involved with it is um, is like deeply moved to be a part of this movement.
That's so amazing. You know what? The question that I got yesterday, because I posted it yesterday. One of the questions I have received was, how many times can you post? For example, right? You have your associate's degree, you have your bachelor's degree, you have your master's degree, and your doctorate degree. Can you post every one, or should you just post one time?
So this is the fun part. We want you to post as many of those as you like. So when you take your photo, you're going to take a photo with you and one of your certificates.
Okay.
And so let's say you have 5 certificates. You can post all 5 of those certificates. So you can have 5 different posts.
Okay.
And we are posting on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, so that's important to know too. So you know the platforms. And the reason for that is so that we can track the Black Women World Record hashtag. So when you post your picture and then you post the hashtag Black Women World Record. And that's how we know to find you, we know to count you, and you can post as many as you want. I know one woman today, she scheduled 6 posts for Friday. She's all set, and they're going to go out just, a little bit at a time. All day, people all day long are going to be celebrating her. So yeah.
I have another question. So this is another question. This is actually my own question, not one that somebody gave to me, but something I was thinking about yesterday. If somebody does not pre-register, which we want you to do, we want you to pre-register because we want to know who you are, what your name is. We want you to become a certified world record holder. So we do want you to register. But hypothetically speaking, let's say somebody does not register, and come Friday they see somebody post and use the hashtag, and they're like, "What is this?" And they run and grab their certificate and post. Will that be counted? Can somebody just see us posting and then participate and say, "Hey, I went in"?
Yes, they can. We
Okay.
want, first of all, we want that to happen. We are excited for that to happen, and we know that that is going to happen. We're going to be tagging all kinds of celebrities and influencers, and so we are hoping, actually not just hoping, we know that there are going to be many people who are not registered who post on the day. So ideally, you register, and that way you get the support from us, right? Like if you have any questions. Um, we give you all the instructions and all of that. But if on the day you haven't registered, if you post that picture of you with your graduation certificate and the hashtag, then you're counted.
Awesome. So I want to also be clear because I on my post yesterday I said it is certifications, right? So it's academic. So your high school diploma, your GED, your associates, your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorate. It can also be professional certifications as well as educational certifications. So it can be an education certification or it can be a professional certification, and or a professional license. So real estate,
Mhm.
certified professional trainer, um,
Mhm. Psychology, I know there are certifications around that as well. Yeah, any of those. We listen, this is all about celebrating as many Black women in as many ways as possible. That's what it's about. So if you've got your, your graduation certificate, your certification, anything high school and beyond, please post it. Please post
anything
it.
that you had
Hashtag.
to work for,
Mm-hmm.
take some classes for,
Mm-hmm.
take a test for,
Mm-hmm.
pass, and you
Mm-hmm.
get some type of certification or licensure for it is considered something to be celebrated while doing, hosting, participating in the Black Woman World Record.
That's right. That's right.
Love it. So why is this important? Why did you come up with this? Like why was this your thing? Like how did we get here?
Yeah, yeah. I was just answering this question. So I've been telling the story of my family, of how my family really used the power of education to completely change our world, right? So, whenever I've been talking about my own education, like it always starts with my mother, right? Who grew up in the projects in the Bronx and was able to, through all of the educational opportunities, specifically in New York City, because that's where my family comes from, was able to eventually have a 30-year plus career in education and who retired as a superintendent in Westchester County, right? So she, like, I wasn't there for all of it, but I know the story of what she is able to accomplish, what she's been able to accomplish. And for so long, she's like a very like humble woman, right? And so she doesn't kind of toot her own horn or whatever. And I'm always saying like, Mom, like I can't, like you have to tell your story somewhere. Like
Mhm.
this isn't what you have done and how you've what you've done for our family and like for my sister and I, this is incredible. And she's like, well, yeah, she she doesn't talk about it that much. And so I've been telling this story for a really long time. And I felt like it was time to bring that to a global stage. And then there are so many women, like at this point, I've heard so many different stories of the things that women have, overcome, the things that they have been determined to see through at all different ages, the way that we have been unstoppable when we know that this is something, getting our education, when we really value it in that way. And just seeing all these women get so emotional about telling these stories that they haven't even necessarily told anyone.
Mhm.
So, so yeah, just through this process as well. So it's always been a story that I told. And then hearing all of the other stories of other women told publicly has been really beautiful.
Oh, I love it. I think it's super important that, as Black women, it's not just important that we're leaders. It's not just important that we're mothers. It's not just important that we're wives and daughters, it's also important that we use our lives and our testimonies to share our experiences with those that are coming up behind us, as Black women who I won't say they are successful, but let's just say have followed their path and achieved what they set out to do. Right. I think it's important that we show that to younger black girls that are coming up, right, who may be struggling or who might not have the hope or the faith or the resilience, because they don't see it in their neighborhood, in their community, in their family, in their household. And so that's one of the things that I found so phenomenal about this event. We see celebrities who get a lot of the notoriety and the fame, and they're put in these marketing positions of do like me, say like me, act like me. But it's, in my humble opinion, the real everyday Black woman who gets up and makes a way out of no way to be successful, to accomplish, to achieve, to make something out of nothing, that needs to be honored, that needs to get some recognition, that needs to receive their flowers, because no one's handing it to us. We're having to work for it. We're having to grind for it. We're having to take out student loans to get it. We're, sacrificing, we're doing all the things. And so that's one of the things I truly enjoyed, love, appreciate, saw, recognized, was attracted to about this event, is the opportunity to say, hey, sis, I see you. Congratulations, big ups. Keep pushing, keep moving through. If nobody else tells you you're doing a good job, I want to make sure that I do, that we do, that we get to say, uh, you know, keep at it. Like, this world, it wasn't set up, not that it wasn't set up, but the powers that be, we'll say that, right? Because I believe God set the world up and things of that nature. So I'm not gonna take no credit, no shade on God. I'm gonna say the powers that be have messed this up for us as Black people.
Mm.
But we as Black people have the power to come back and say, this is how we're going to rebuild, this is how we're going to do better. And some of it, not all of it, I don't want anybody to come for me, starts with elevating, appreciating, those that came before us, our leaders, our Black women, our mothers. And not to say that the Black men don't need it and don't deserve it and shouldn't get it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying thank you, Jen, for taking the time and using your energy to say, Black women, I see you, and I want to make sure that you get the notoriety and the praise that you deserve for your hard work, for your tenacity, for your resilience. So that's why I was like, anything I can do for you to help you with this, let me know, because it's important to me. I'm passionate about Blackness. I'm passionate about Black people. I'm passionate about Black women. I'm a Black woman, right? And as Black women, sometimes, we don't celebrate ourselves enough.
Mm-hmm.
We don't pat ourselves on the back enough. A lot of times we're the last. My prayer this morning, not to get off topic, my prayer this morning was, Lord, help me to take care of me the way I take care of everybody else.
Mm.
That was my prayer this morning.
Mm.
I go out of my way for my son, for my significant, for my clients, for my mom. Let me help me to go out of the way for me too. You know what I mean? Because we put ourselves last, and so having the opportunity to celebrate ourselves, and this is for anybody who's watching this. If you have a Black woman in your life, tag her to this. Share this message with her. Let her know that you see her. Let her know that her accomplishments and her hard work and her sacrifices are for naught. And it's something. It's simple. It's small. It's a social media post. It's a push. But she's gonna be a world record holder. World record holder for just doing what she's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
For just being a Black woman out here doing our thing. Like, that is so cool to me. Like, when you got the concept and the idea, why didn't you just say, nah, I'm not going to do that? Because, we get these great ideas and we were like, somebody else is going to do it. Or somebody else probably thought of it. So what made you be like, no, this is my assignment. I'm going to take this on. This is me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. Cause yeah, I tried to back out like the night before we we opened because it's a lot, it's like very public, right? And so I definitely went back and forth with it early days, but because it kept coming back, and then the idea kept coming back stronger and stronger and stronger. it was very clear. Like I'm very much a person in my feelings. I don't, I make my decisions based on how it feels. And so this just, whenever I thought about it, it like was like this buzzing sensation. It was like, I just knew, I just felt it. And every time I thought about it, I was like, this needs to happen. And so it was an assignment. It was an assignment. And I needed to take it.
I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. Thank you so much for sending me the information and asking me to be a participant and then holding me accountable to what I said. Like, let's do it again. Even that, right? Like that's Black magic, Black excellence, but it's Black woman support. Saying, hey, sis, remember what you said? Like, if you really meant it, X, Y, and Z. And so thank you for helping me to also be a woman of my word to come back and be able to do this. Things that I'm passionate about, that I wholeheartedly agree with, or that I can see the purpose, I love to support. And so thank you for giving me the opportunity. So where can people go? So we have 2 days. We need people to get signed up. So we need people to share it. We need people to post it. We need people to get signed up and participate on
Yeah.
September 8th. So
Good.
2 questions. One, where can people go to get signed up? And then my second question is going to be, what's the time frame? Because we say 24 hours. Does it start at midnight? Does it go from noon to noon? So tell us about that. Because I actually was
Right.
wondering. I was like, how do I know I'm supposed to post?
Yes, yes, good question. So the website is blackwomenworldrecord.com. The hashtag is Black Women World Record. The website is Black Women World Record. Okay, so blackwomenworldrecord.com. You go on there, it's very simple. You just add your name and email, and then you get all the information that you need from us about how to participate on the day. And then let's see, you asked another question. Remind me what it was.
What is the time frame? When do we start posting? I know it's a 24-hour window. Is it from noon to noon? Is it from midnight to like what is the time frame?
Right, right. Good question. So we are kicking off at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So New York time, 9 a.m. on September 8th. And I think I said this, September 8th is Ruby Bridges' birthday, right? So civil rights icon. And we chose September 8th because we want to celebrate her as part of this. Because for anybody who doesn't know, she integrated schools as a 6-year-old girl back in 1960s in New Orleans, and the sacrifices that she made, that her family made, in order for us to have the opportunities that we have right now. We are celebrating that as well. So it kicks off at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, September 8th, and it goes all the way to 9 a.m. Eastern Time on September 9th.
Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know that. I was like, are we starting at midnight? Okay, so 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. So we have all day to push it, all night to push it, through the night, into the morning. It is important. So last thing, because I've been saying this, I want to make sure what I'm saying is correct because people keep asking me, and I'm like, I think that's what she said. If you participate in this event, so normally, when somebody becomes when there's like a world record that's gone after, the event gets the world record itself, right? But I believe if I'm not correct, if I'm correct, every person who participates in this event as for to go after the world record will be an individual world record holder. Can you talk about that?
Right. That is right. That is right. So in addition to, all of your graduation certificates, you will get another certificate as a world record holder through Black Women World Record. And yes, yes, we are so excited about that because usually with world records, it's whoever's leading the world record, they get they get the world record certificate.
Right. Yeah. Mhm.
But this is a community event. This is a group effort. This is us coming together. And that's one of the reasons why women are loving being a part of this, because we're doing it together. We're doing it together. We're getting to know each other. We are supporting each other. And, and so everybody who participates in that is a world record holder. The only thing I'm going to say about that is to be a world record holder, you do need to sign up. So the people who, put up their photo, hashtag on the day, we see you, we count you. If you want to be a world record holder, you got to go to blackwomenworldrecord.com Very simple. Name and email. So that way we need to have a place to send that certificate to, right? So we need your email. Yeah.
So I get to be Dr. Lene Javette, world record holder,
Mm-hmm.
author, speaker. I love it. I'm so excited. Um, so to add to that before we go, so when I make my posts on Thursday, Friday, Saturday to say this is hashtag Black Women World Record.
Mm-hmm.
This is my certificate from this, etc. If you would like to participate or be recognized, go to here to register. So people can still register on the day of with their post. We just want to make sure we
Yes.
see that too, so that they know.
Yes, they can definitely do that. They can
Okay.
definitely do that. Yes,
All
absolutely.
right. So one last time, I'm going to put it up here. Go to www.blackwomenworldrecord.com. On the day, September 8th, you want to make sure you use the hashtag Black Women World Record when you make your post. You want to post yourself with your certificate. If you have more than one certificate or degree, you can do multiple posts, but you have to make sure that you post hashtag Black Women Record Holder between the hours of 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern
Mm-hmm.
on September 8th
Mm-hmm.
through 9 o'clock a.m. on September 9th at 9 o'clock Eastern.
That is right. You
Okay.
got it.
I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
sure I got all the things. So I will be up there with I got to find my high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
have my bachelor's right there. Ooh, y'all can't see me. My bachelor's is right there. My master's is right here. Y'all can't see it because it's off
Mm-hmm.
camera. And my doctorate is right there.
I
So
remember we
at
uncovered,
least,
we let her out the last time we
yes,
talked.
I got at least 4 posts come the weekend. Now, again, nobody is left out or behind. If you do not have these types of degrees, post your high school diploma, post your real estate certification, post your what else is there?
Associate's degree,
Associate's degree,
GED. Mm-hmm.
cosmetology degree, certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a Microsoft Excel? Like certifications, trainings, cosmetology, like whatever you have, plumbing, trade, educational certifications, professional certifications,
Mm-hmm.
degrees, etc. So if you have that, get registered and participate in the Black Women World Record and become a part of history.
Yes.
Any last words, Jim, before we go?
Listen, last thing that I want to say is that this is all about visibility. This is about us being seen. This is about us sharing who we already are. So all we're doing is we're going out and we are showing the world, the entire world, who we have always been. And it's going to be an experience like no other.
You know what?
You are
That's
not
a
going
great
to
point
miss it
that you made. Do you have to be in the United States? Can you be anywhere in the world?
anywhere in the world.
Oh, that's good.
Hmm. That's
So
right.
this is like a global unity community effort to bring Black women of
Mm.
all nationalities, races. No, nationalities. So a Black
Yeah.
person in Paris, a Black person in
Mhm.
everybody calls themselves something different. Everybody's not African American. That was freaking me out when I realized if you are in France, you don't say African American. Like if
I
you
know,
are in,
right? Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like you call yourself something different. So
Yeah, like I say the Black diaspora, right? So all the places that Black women are in the world. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right, cool. Well, make sure you guys go and support Jen. Go to www. Not well, let me phrase that. Don't go and support Jen. Go and celebrate yourself. Right?
That's it.
Go and
It.
celebrate yourself. Go to www.blackwomenworldrecord.com to participate in the Black Women World Record on this Friday, September 8th, starting at 9 o'clock a.m. We hope to see you. We hope you participate. Join us on this journey. It is going to be amazing. And again, I just want to thank you so much. And if you're seeing it, you guys can always look at the QR code right here. Thank you so much, Jen, for putting this together, for following your heart, for seeing us as Black women. It's much appreciated. I have all the things going at one time. Hold on one second. Boom. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much to those of you that tuned in today. Again, tag somebody that you know, share this video in your own feed so that another Black woman can see it and participate and be celebrated as well. I am Dr. Lene Javette, and thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. See you next time.